Hey YouTube, this is John Willie 77. This is my first post, and I am starting my second month on my 6-month pre-op diet, insurance mandated, prior to my LapBand surgery, which I'm hoping I can get in end of February, March. Kind of all depends on some travel. Possibly overseas that I may be taking around that time in April. So just wanted to give you all a little background on my journey. I am 32 and weigh about 371 right now. Last month, before I started, when I first saw the doctor, I was about 379. So decent month, haven't changed much. My surgeon will be Dr. Terry Simpson in Phoenix, Arizona. Heard lots of great things about him. Went to the seminar, met him. Things were really good. And my first appointment with my family primary care doc. Saw a counseling psychologist. I've gotten some help there on some reward-based systems that aren't food, which is a big thing at our house, to reward with food. So that's kind of my deal at this point. The only thing I was told to do last month was write my food down, which I did okay with for the first 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and wrote down a lot of what I was eating, and that helped because at that point I wasn't eating the best stuff. I was trying to make slow changes. It really is about baby steps. For me at this point over the next 6 months, it's kind of a catch-22 because they say they want you to lose weight, but then they don't want you to lose too much weight because if your BMI falls below, then your insurance company may think that you can do this on your own, but we all know that it's going to come right back with a vengeance, which is what happened to me over this last year. We had personal trainers come out, take care of us at our work 3 days a week, 90-day fitness challenge. I did awesome. I won the challenge. I went from 359 to 323 in 3 months. Followed the stack system by Chris Powell. And his buddy David, who had lost unbelievable amount of weight. David Smith, I think, over 300 pounds or something in 2 years. Came out and talked to us. It was really great, inspirational, and talked about things like The Biggest Loser and how a lot of people don't go back to doing it. But I won it. I won a year gym membership, and the closest one to me here in Phoenix was 26 miles away. So I obviously didn't make it, so fell off the wagon completely. I remember the day, July 4th. I went to the grocery store, bought some root beer and some Doritos, and crushed them that night. And that was kind of the end of where I was. I think I was about down to 320, ballooned back up to 370 something, almost 380. So very frustrating, but made the decision, talking to my sister. She had some friends that had gastric bypass and did a lot of research, and figured the best thing for me was going to be LapBand. I've gone through the process now. I'm excited about it. Anxiously looking forward to what the next 5 months hold, but more importantly, what the next year after the surgery holds. It's going to be tough with my job. I work for a baseball team, and I'm constantly around ballpark foods, so it's going to be a battle up here. I think the biggest help for me will be everybody on YouTube, specifically Bald Family Man 39, Jeff. I've been watching all of his videos at this point. BandedWendy, of course. I've been following you. New Toy 4KT. Sky Moon. 1982. iThinspire has been great. Just watching you, Jen, as you're making your transformation, and BandedB. And I know there's many more of you out there. So if you subscribe to me, I'm going to try and subscribe to all of you, just to get that inspiration and that motivation that you guys have after you've had your surgery, and hopefully over this next 5 months. As I prep for the surgery, I can begin to do that. I already started buying some of the things I saw in BandedWendy's, liquid diet stuff. And I think that's going to be a big help for me, is following everything that you guys are doing food-wise. Obviously doesn't look as strict as what is in the LapBand manual that I got. But I know and our doctor said you can eat anything. It's just going to be a matter of how you control yourself, and what you eat. And I especially liked Jen iThinspire's when she got stuck. It makes me not want to get stuck, because I got stuck the other day, and I don't even have the surgery. I can't even remember what I was eating. Maybe a cheeseburger or something. This is probably about a month ago, and I had that feeling, it just wouldn't go down, and it scared the crap out of me. And I've had it happen before, but for some reason it was kind of weird that it happened as we're talking about all this stuff. So anyway, I will continue to post on my journeys. Again, things that I'm doing this first month. I cut down soda intake considerably. Hasn't been great. No, it hasn't been great. I've had major withdrawal symptoms. I've had headaches, and I went from having, I can't tell you how many sodas, Dr. Pepper's, Mountain Dews a day over the past 6 months to not even one a day at this point, just to kind of, again, make the baby steps transitions. I'm doing beans, not eating beans, but using beans as my my kind of visual motivation and reward system. Every time I eat a meal at home, it's 2 beans in the vase. Every time or the Tupperware container. Every time I don't drink a soda at a meal, it's 2 beans. Every time I don't go out to eat, again, that's eating a meal at home. 2 beans. Fruits. A full serving of fruit is 2 beans. A full serving of vegetables is 2 beans. It doesn't look like much, but I'll show you guys the tube as it gets filled up, and I'll use different things for each month, different colored beans for each month. And it's gone to the point where my wife and my 3-year-old son have started using that as a reward system for them too, because we've always rewarded everything with food in our house. And it's time to make some of those changes for everybody. And hopefully, a year from now when I'm doing this, kind of my inspiration based on weight patterns is Jeff, Bald Family Man 39, and just watching him and how I look like him, and I'm almost tempted to cut my hair off and grow a goatee, because I just think it looks really cool, because he's all ripped up now too. But we'll see. I don't think I have a head to do that. So anyway, approaching about the 9-minute mark. I think you guys have heard enough from me. I will continue to post as much as I can, and continue to gain inspiration from everybody else. And I can't forget about the Germ one, following your story. And obviously we hope none of that happens to any of us, but understandable. And C25K, I've got the iPod, I've got the Nike Plus, which I'm trying to work on, some new running shoes, and the C25K program, which is awesome. So I'm going to continue to follow everything, and slowly make changes. Hopefully I can get down into the 350s before surgery, and then really hit my goal, of 225, which the doctor gave me, but I really want to get down to 200, 205. I think my body can handle that. So anyway, good talking to you, and we'll see you later, YouTube.